Hey YouTube, I'm back, and I'm actually back with a much better video than I made 2 weeks ago. It's a little more positive, and it's about how you as a carrier can find your own shipper. At the end, I'm going to give you a shipper that only allows carriers to sign on. They are actually shipping within the next 2 weeks. So I encourage you to watch until the end, and I encourage you to get signed on so that way it could piggyback on my last video. You don't have anybody putting their hands in your money, and you can start doing your own thing, building your own book of business and your own clientele, and not relying on the load board. So also, I'm gonna say my last video was about Landstar Great Wide and Mercer. This video is not for you guys because the information that you need to get a shipper, you can't get it with someone else's authority, and it just further explains why that, as far as signing on with those mega carriers, are a bad idea. So anyway, let's get to it. So when you first call a shipper, you want to know who the shipping manager is, and you want their email. If the shipping manager is not available, then you still want their email. Call the reception and say, well, the shipping manager isn't available. Do you have their email? There's going to be a lot of times where you call them and they're going to say, can I send you to their voicemail? 9 times out of 10, when you get to that shipping manager's voicemail and you leave it, they're not going to return your call. So try to get their email. In the email, you guys are familiar with this, the carrier packet. That's what you're going to send over to the shipper. You're going to send them a carrier packet. The only thing that's added to the carrier packet that I would recommend is to add the welcome letter. And basically, it's just going to have like your company information. You want it to be very short and sweet. You want your logo to be at the top, and you want to introduce yourself, introduce your company, your services, what you provide, what you excel in. I'm going to show you mine. Okay, so this is mine, and I think it's really simple, really cute. It kind of stands out a little bit, but as you can tell, it's not much here. Right? And you're like, well, how am I supposed to explain my company when there's not much here? So the best thing to do is to create a website. Yes, I know it's a lot of work, but if you create a website, then you can just leave the link for your website in here, and they will go look at it, and they love that type of stuff, y'all. I'm telling y'all, if it's a small email, simple like this, because they're going to receive a lot of this. If it's like this, then they can skim it and look at your website later. Plus, people like visual aids. So send an email along with your website address explaining more details of what your business has to offer. What type of equipment do you have? All of that stuff, what lanes you run, things like that. You want your MC and DOT number to be in your email. It's a little signature at the bottom where you put all of your company information, especially telephone number, okay, so they can contact you. But the website is super duper important, and I feel like the welcome letter is as well. So the authority information, which is DOT, MC number, anything that has something to do with your authority, include that. Insurance with the shipper as the certificate holder. So if you're going to try to get signed up with XYZ shippers, then on your certificate of insurance, XYZ shipper should be a holder. And then you want to include your W-9. So all of that is what's going to go to the shipping manager's email, and the shipping manager is going to get back to you on whether, you know, they're going to sign you up or not. Like, you want to know how you're going to get your loads. Like, is it going to come over to your email, or do you have a load board that we can look up and see what loads you have available? Those are the type of things you want to know. There is no scripts to call these shippers and get information. You just kind of have to be yourself. They don't want to hear, hi, my name is so-and-so and this and that. They want you to be like extremely nothing like the rest of the brokers and agents that are calling. So just be yourself. Hi, how are you? I'm looking for freight in this area. I live in this area. I have 2 trucks and a reefer and a drive-in, and I'm really wanting to know how can I assist you. You know, like nothing like super robotic. Like, hi, my name is Keya. I'm with Training Logistics, and we're a freight broker company, and they've heard it so many times. So I told you, as promised, I was going to give you a shipper. I don't have their phone number on file, and I don't want to put it on Facebook, YouTube. So if you are serious about trying to get signed up with this company, YouTube, Google their phone number. Sorry, y'all. So it's called Pumpkin Patch Fundraisers. It's in Greensboro, North Carolina, and they only deal with carriers. They ship pumpkins. I believe that you can have a vented van or a reefer. Don't go to the truck stop and buy a vent and throw it on your dry van. That is not going to work. It has to be manufactured as a vented van, and I believe you can use a reefer. So again, Pumpkin Patch Fundraisers in Greensboro, North Carolina, and they're signing up carriers straight. No brokers allowed. So another thing I want to add before I leave is anytime I run across a shipper that only deals with carriers, I'm going to put it on my page. I'm going to let y'all know so you guys can build your clientele. I have no use for that. So if you want dedicated, like if you want shippers in your book of business, dedicated shippers, whatever, then definitely subscribe, and as I find them, I will let y'all know. So I hope that was helpful. It was real simple, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all again. Please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and I'm always coming back with new information as I learn it. So good luck, y'all. Thanks. Bye.